Here are the top 10 new movies I watched in April 2025. At 10, there's The Amateur, a so-so espionage thriller that's elevated by a solid performance from Rami Malek and a solid supporting cast. At 9, there's The Accountant 2. Even though I prefer the first movie and the need for a follow-up wasn't necessary, I still didn't mind this sequel. At 8, there's Havoc. It's very rough around the edges and a whole lot of suspension of disbelief is required, but the entertainingly brutal action does a lot of the heavy lifting here. At 7, there's Warfare. As a raw depiction of the horrors of war, I think this movie does what it sets out to do, but character-wise, it leaves a lot to be desired. Where this movie really shines is its harrowing use of sound. At 6, there's The Legend of Ochi. Although it borrows a ton from better films, mainly E.T., and the story and characters are on the bare bones side, this fantasy adventure still won me over with its enchantingly whimsical atmosphere, its lived-in environments, its beautiful visuals and score, as well as its amazing use of puppetry and practical effects. At 5, there's The Surfer, a hysteria-infused, sun-bleached psychological thriller that teeters on the brink of insanity and features yet another unhinged Nicolas Cage performance, my favorite performance of his since 2018's Pig. At 4, there's The Ballad of Wallace Island, a bittersweet yet cozy little film with a charmingly awkward sense of humor, quietly emotional moments that sneak up on you, and excellent acting from its small cast. I couldn't help but adore this movie. At 3, I have Freaky Tales, one of the most slept-on movies of the year so far in my opinion. It's set in the 80s and depicts 4 different yet intersecting stories. It's stylistically very cool, it's gleefully violent, it's darkly hilarious, it's weird in a good way, and it's so much ridiculous fun. This movie rocks. At 2, there's Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I know this is not a new movie, but it is a newly re-released movie, and I wanted to talk about it. Seeing it in theaters for the first time since I was 9 years old felt like I was getting to experience it for the first time again. As imperfect as it is, it's without a doubt in my mind the best of the prequel films. Plus, this poster just goes so incredibly hard. And at number 1, I have Sinners. It really is as great as everyone's saying it is, and right now it's sitting comfortably in my number 1 movie of the year spot. Ryan Coogler is a visionary of a filmmaker, and he delivered the goods with this vicious vampire flick that's also so much more than a vampire flick. The direction, the writing, the performances, the cinematography, the costumes, and the music are all dripping with sauce. It truly is worth seeing on the biggest screen possible because there's so much artistry on display.